So look at the determinants of conflict. So one of the prerequisites of this conflict is, or the determining factor for this conflict is the inequalities and conflicting interests. Inequalities, when two groups are unequal, two individuals are unequal, and they might have different interests as well. Now, conflict will take place among groups that differ in their authority over others. So, authority or the power which person has over others, that can produce, let's say, conflict. Authority is power attached to a role or a position. So, since people occupy different positions, therefore, along with the position, there is power and authority, and with that authority, people exercise their power, let's say, in a particular situation. Now, that legitimacy of that authority being defined and delimited by social norms backed by sanctions. So, उस authority को obey करना जो है उन लोगों के लिए है जो कि उसके अंडर दैट अथॉरिटी है, और उस अथॉरिटी की लेजिटिमेसी might come from let's say any sources, and particularly he refers to, let's say, laws which have been made or the norms which have been made, or whether these are formal norms or informal norms, these have been created, developed by the powerful. Now, stable and recurrent patterns of authority, जो हैं, they become, let's say, institutionalized. So, over time, they become part of the system. Authority, rules and regulation के तहत जो है बनाई गई है. So, this becomes, let's say, part of the system. It becomes part of the institutionalization process. और ये लोग फिर इसको, let's say, follow करते हैं. So they generate conflict between those who have the authority and those who don't have. ये वही बात है, submission की बात है, और जो submit कर रहे हैं, अगर by force उनसे submission ली जा रही है, so they may be unhappy with that submission, and because of that मसला हो सकता है. अब ये जो ग्रुप्स हैं, जिन one group, let's say, exercises its authority over the others, इन्हीं ग्रुप्स को अगर सोशल स्ट्रेटिफिकेशन के हालात फ्रेमवर्क में देखें, तो we could call them as social classes. So these groups can be social classes. और ये क्लास जो है अब signifies conflict groups in organizations in which orders are given and taken. अब organization में different groups हैं, और इन groups को social class की बात की जा सकती है. So one group gives orders, exercises its authority and gives orders to, let's say, other groups who might be asked to submit to their authority. And because of that, then there comes, let's say, conflict. Because they have the authority, one group has the authority, other group doesn't have the authority. So it might be a dichotomous kind of thing. So incumbents' interests are formed accordingly. कि जो authority रखते हैं उनके अपने interests हैं, जो authority नहीं रखते उनके अपने interests हैं, और इसकी वजह से it can lead to conflicts. So conflict may come also from other sources. अब सारी classes जो हैं ज़रूरी नहीं कि वो conflict में ही जाएं. All classes do not engage in active conflict all the time. So maybe उसके लिए, let's say, कोई फौरी वजूहात बनती हैं. कॉन्फ्लिक्ट में ना जाने की एक वजह ये भी हो सकती है, जैसे मार्क्स कहता था कि उनमें कंसेंसस नहीं है, उनमें कोहेजन नहीं है, और उसमें लेट्स से सोशल सॉलिडेरिटी नहीं है, जिसकी वजह से दे कैन नॉट यूनाइट अगेंस्ट दोज हु हैव द authority. So इसके लिए conflict में आने के लिए there could be other prerequisites which motivate people to really take action against those who are in authority. That is, the conflict might be, let's say, a hidden kind of thing, and then it surfaces and it might then come up with some kind of revolt against those who are in authority.